Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about reflections. This is a type of transformation that we do with shapes on our coordinate plane. In order for us to do that, we're going to reflect across the x-axis and across the y-axis. You're going to want to pause the video and write these rules down. You'll notice when we reflect across the x-axis, our our y becomes negative, or it's the opposite of whatever it was. When we reflect across the y-axis, our x becomes negative. So we have to do the opposite one. So go ahead, pause the video, write those down. All right, when you're back, let's talk about these shapes. So we're gonna use a triangle here to reflect across our x and y axis. Now remember, your x-axis is this guy right here, and your y-axis is this one right here. Let's get that all the way in the shot there. Good, okay, so now what you're gonna do, we're gonna put our triangle like right here. Now, if I wanna reflect this guy across the x-axis, the first thing I wanna do is write down all my points. And you'll see I have 1, 1, and then over 3 up 1, and then I have over 1 up 4. Okay, so I've written all my points down here. Now, in order for us to reflect this across the x-axis, we're going to change our y to be the opposite. So in this case, if it's positive, you're going to change it to a negative. If it's negative, you're going to change it to a positive. So we got 1, remember this is your x, this is your y, and so we're reflecting across the reflect across x-axis. So we're reflecting across this axis right here, so we're going to change our y. So 3 comma negative 1, and then we've got 1 comma negative 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these new points onto our graph. We go over 1 down negative 1, over 3 down negative 1, and over 1 down negative 4. And you'll see our new shape is right here, and you can see how this guy it's like if we took a mirror, we just flipped it right there. Bam! And it lands right there. We have reflected this guy across the x-axis. So that's how we do it with that rule. Let's talk about reflecting across the y. All right, so reflecting across the y means that we are going to change our x. So this time we're gonna let me write these guys back in here. Let's do some negative points here. All right, so let's say we've got this guy right here, and I want to reflect it across my y-axis. So this guy right here. So we're going to just go over, bam. You can probably already see that it's going to land probably right around here, but let's do our points so that you can see. Okay, our current points are negative 2, negative 1, and then we go over negative 2, down negative 4, and then over negative 4, down negative 4. Okay, so these are our points here. I'm gonna write that right in here. Gotta make a sound, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, might run out of room here. Sorry about that. Let's move these guys up here. Negative 2, negative 1, negative 2, negative 4, and we've got negative 4, negative 4. That gives us a little more room. Okay, so we've got this guy right here. We are going to reflect across the y-axis. So since we're reflecting across the y, you gotta change your x. So remember, this is your x, this is your y right in here. All we gotta do is change these guys. So now this guy becomes positive, so 2, negative 1. This one becomes 2, negative 4. And this one becomes 4, negative 4. So you'll see I changed my x's because I'm reflecting across the y-axis. Okay, if we go to graph these guys, we get 2, negative 1, over 2, down negative 4, and over 4, down negative 4. So a lot of times you can do this on a graph, no problem. You can kind of visualize, hey, it's 2 away from the axis, so when I flip it like a mirror, it's going to be 2 away from the axis there. But oftentimes you don't have a graph, or it might be a wonky looking shape, and the rules might be easier to remember, to write these points down and then transform them, and then you can see what you've got to do. So those are reflections. Great job, and I look forward to seeing you next time.